Joevester Takyi-Sarpong, who was chased through Doncaster and stabbed to death, was murdered by two men who have been sentenced to life in prison. Carroll, 27, and Jordan Davies, 26, both of no fixed address, denied Joevester's murder but were found guilty at Sheffield Crown Court following a trial. They were both sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 22 years in the same court. Joevester, known as Joe by his family and friends, was discovered by a family member on land by the side of the former county court building in Catherine Street on the morning of November 1, 2021. At around 11 p.m. on Sunday, October 31, 2021, Joe and his friend were targeted and chased by drug dealers Carroll, who was under the influence of crack cocaine at the time, and Davies, according to CCTV evidence. The two were carrying knives and wearing Halloween masks at the time, according to the court, and recognized Joe, who had also dealt drugs on the estate. Before the sentence was passed, Joe's father, Daniel Sarpong, read a victim impact statement on behalf of the family, which also included Joe's mother, brother, and sisters. He stated, "We were a normal happy family on Sunday, October 31st. We've been reduced to a shell since the discovery of Joe's body the next day. We walk and talk, but none of us is truly present." He stated that since Joe's death, the family has been unable to eat or sleep properly, adding, "The CCTV footage shown in court will haunt me until the day I die. My wife's grief is unlike anything I have ever witnessed." Joe, a devout Christian who had just begun his dream job as a junior software developer, was cherished and loved by his friends and family, he said, and over 200 people attended his funeral. Mr. Sarpong stated, "Joe was a ray of sunshine in our lives. That light is no longer on." The court heard during the trial that Joe and his friend walked past a group of men dressed in Halloween masks on the Balby estate. Davies and Carroll then started chasing them down Catherine Street, first on foot, then on bikes. The court heard that Joe's friend managed to flee and called Joe, who answered the phone. During a 26-minute phone call, Joe informed his friend that he had been stabbed and attempted unsuccessfully to direct him to his location. Joe had been cornered and stabbed in both legs, but he told me over the phone that he didn't think it was serious. However, his body was discovered the next morning in Catherine Street by a member of the public after he had bled to death. Davies and Carroll admitted in court that they were the ones seen chasing Joe in the CCTV footage. They were also linked to the attacks by drink bottles and cans bearing their DNA that were discovered near where Joe and Warren first encountered the group. Carroll admitted to a prison officer that he used a machete to commit the stabbings after being arrested in March of this year. In passing sentence, recorder of Sheffield Judge Jeremy Richardson QC stated that he believes Carroll was the one who stabbed Joe and that Davies stood guard. He stated that he would reduce the minimum sentence for both men because they intended to inflict serious injury rather than kill Joe and the attack was not planned. According to Judge Richardson, CCTV footage showed both of you working hard to trap Sarpong and inflict violence on him. You were both in this together with the same goal in mind, to attack and stab Sarpong. Rest in peace, Joevester Takyi-Sarpong.